we see the sun going around us. And I had made a statement that the two orbits, the actual orbit of Earth around the sun and the apparent orbit of sun around the Earth, these two ellipses are identical. And I had not offered any proof. So let us see that part. I'll kind of offer you a graphical, intuitive kind of proof, or rather couple of proofs. So the first one is going to attach a drawing sheet to the Earth. Okay, so we are having a huge drawing sheet, somehow it is kept stiff, and it is attached to the Earth, so it will be moving with the Earth. And as it moves, we are going to use the sun as a pencil resting on it. Okay, so if sun were a pencil resting on that paper, it is going to trace a curve. Okay, so let us see what kind of curve we get. So we'll start moving our drawing sheet, and you will see the sun is tracing some path on it. This is going to be the path of the sun as seen from the Earth. Okay, so this is the apparent orbit of the sun. Looks like an ellipse, look similar, very similar to shape and size, but this is of course not a rigorous proof that the two ellipses are identical. This just gives us a feel of the phenomena. Now let us put some rigor into it. So again we start with the three basic things: sun, Earth, and Earth's orbit around it. And we are going to take a few positions, somewhat evenly spaced, but that's not really necessary, on the orbit. And we are going to draw lines emanating from the sun and reaching to these points. Imagine this like a polar graph. Say the sun is at the origin, and each of these lines is a kind of position vector of these points. So each line has a unique r and theta, the polar coordinate pair. And therefore, we have sort of defined this curve in terms of these radial lines. Okay, the position vectors. Now, what is the role played by these lines as seen from the Earth? Well, this line is a ray coming from the sun, or you can imagine this is the line of sight from the Earth to the sun if someone wants to see where the sun is. So when the Earth is, say, in this position, then this is the position vector of the sun. So all these position vectors, okay, will get attached to the Earth as the Earth occupies these various positions in space. Okay, so we are going to take all these lines, but instead of attaching it to the sun, we'll be attaching it to the Earth. So Earth will become a kind of origin. But as far as these lines go, there is no change in their length r or direction theta. So we are having the same position vectors, same set of position vectors, but centered around Earth, okay, from Earth. So we will get the same curve back. Okay, let us see this in animation. So I'll start moving the Earth, and as we reach a position, we'll pick up that position vector there. So we'll pick up the third one, and now the fourth one, fifth one, and so on. So when we do that, okay, you'll see I'm collecting these lines. I'm just translating these lines. Okay, I'm not tilting them or stretching them in any way. So r and theta are intact. Only instead of the sun being the origin, now the Earth is the origin, and therefore the curve these things trace will also be an identical ellipse. Okay, let us actually see this getting generated. So this time I am going to not just pick these lines of sight, but I'll also be connecting them with a smooth curve. So you'll see the tips of these lines, at the end of which the sun will always be there, okay, are being connected with a smooth curve, and that is an ellipse. So this is the ellipse I was talking about. Since it is traced by the same position vectors, this ellipse is identical to the previous one. Okay, so let us see this in motion once again. There. You can also, I have put it in the loop so you can watch it over and over. You can see this also goes with the paper and pencil model that we had. You can see this curve is being traced by the sun really. Okay. So it is an ellipse and it's an identical one.